Hello, hello. I don't know. Did it work?
I suppose it did.
I was like, what's going on? Okay, hi everyone, and welcome to Season 1, Episode 6 of Vtubers Vs Reality, starring the lovely Zykesh. I hope I pronounced that correctly.
That's fine, don't worry.
I will call you
know,
Kesh. I will call you Kesh. It'll be perfectly fine.
Yeah, that's what most people call me as well. Because I
Yeah.
know my name is like difficult to pronounce.
It's such a unique name.
That's
So
true.
obviously quickly wanted to go over the rules and regulations of this stream. So basically we are focusing on the interviewee, Kesh, in this case. So basically I won't be really reading the chat. If you're interested in learning more about the talk show, just type !talk show or !FAQ. All questions will be reserved until the end. So if you ask a question earlier on, just make sure to re-ask it later. And yeah, so let's go ahead and get started. Why don't you introduce yourself?
Oh boy, the most difficult part, introduction. Hello everyone, it's nice to meet you. I am Shikash, or Cash, or Kashi for short. I am a demon VTuber that mostly does variety games and also variety kind of streams. I can say that I'm very sus, but I'll keep it down on this talk show.
Oh, no worries. I really don't mind.
That's pretty much it, really. I'm very bad at introductions.
No worries. Honestly, I just sit there for a minute and go, So, I guess the first question is basically like an introduction. I tend to sometimes go a little off topic and ask people about their lore and like why they chose that particular like model. So, I feel like I've seen you with a different one before. You had like a rebrand, if I recall. I don't know if you did.
It's not exactly a rebrand. It's basically 2.0. It's
okay.
It's tied to my lore, but my 2.0 lore isn't. It's still being worked on because
That's fair.
How do I explain this? So my lore is going to be a visual novel. It has multiple endings.
Ooh, that's interesting.
That is also why I have different forms. I have a lot of PNG models as well.
Oh, that's super cool. I love that. I love it being versatile.
I wanted to go like unique way into my lore, not just text.
Yeah.
I want to have a story, like an actual full story.
Yeah, I understand that. I love that you have like a whole story. That's really cool.
Yeah, and I understand that. So currently has 7 endings. That was my 1.0 lore. This is my 2.0 form, which is currently being worked on, and it will have multiple endings as well, depending on what you pick. So if you want the TLDR, in my lore I have a lore wife, which is Iron.
Yes, I saw her. And I love her.
So currently she died, which is why me as my character became angry and my look changed.
Yeah, more edgy.
And he decided to completely conquer the world.
Oh damn.
Into finding something, which will be later revealed in a few months. That's
super cool. I'm also working on lore, so I know that's super hard to like put things together and like make things like work. How'd you come up with the idea of having a lore wife, out of curiosity? Was that like just a decision, or had you been thinking about it for a while?
That's been... So Iron is... she's one of my OCs that exists for like 45 years already. And I wanted to bring her into my world as a VTuber. And that's basically... And I didn't know where else to put her, and so I decided to make her my lore wife.
I love that so much. You're just like, I didn't know where to put her. She's my wife now. All right, so I will be a little more professional. Go on to the second question. When did you start streaming, and when did you want to decide you wanted to become a VTuber, and why?
Oh, this is a difficult one. I decided to start streaming like a while ago. I was normally a normal streamer, but that was basically where I was playing one game, mobile game, that I quit, and some real life stuff happened.
Yeah.
Where I'm not gonna go too deep into details.
Oh, you don't have to. Don't worry about it.
But real life stuff happened, and I wasn't comfortable enough to be streaming as a normal streamer anymore. So I found out, like, it's on nearly 2 years ago, about VTubing, and that's basically when I decided to go. I want to keep streaming, but I don't want to show my face anymore. So that's why I became a VTuber, really.
I mean, that is so valid. That is, everyone has their own reasons for VTubing, but I mean, I love being a VTuber. First of all, I can sit so awkwardly in my chair in like a shrimp back position, and no one will ever know. Like, hunched over, legs on the desk. Like, no one needs to know. No one needs to see the mess behind me of my bed that is not made ever. So,
yeah.
and honestly, whatever your reason is, super valid. Like, and also, who the fuck wouldn't want to be like a sexy, hot model, or like even just a cute one, or just a chill one? Like, you can be whoever you want, and nobody, like, you could have blue hair and pointed ears and horns. Like, it's awesome. So that's like something I love.
I want.
All right, next question. Who is someone that inspires you, whether it be like for content creation or just in general?
Okay, so there are two people that inspire me. There's also the two people that made me be like, I want to be a VTuber. I think you will know one of them. Tricky.
I feel like I've heard the name.
She's one of the, how do you? She's like one of the bigger VTubers.
Right.
And I've been watching her streams for a while, and that's also the reason why I wanted to go into VTubing. But there's actually another one. Juniper. I don't know if you know that one.
I've heard the name as well.
The mod VTuber.
Yeah.
She's also one of the big ones. And then the last one would be Diariku. She is an artist.
Ooh.
Like a very very good artist, and
yeah.
She inspires me with my model IDs. And I wish to have one day a model made by her.
Oh.
That's gonna be in the distant future.
Yeah, money's always a factor, and obviously we want to pay our artists what they ask, so.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, inspiration can go from someone being famous to just your dad, like, literally.
Yeah, that's completely true.
So, I love hearing everyone's different inspirations on this show. I feel like it's such a unique perspective, because sometimes I'll end up seeing or meeting creators I've never heard of, or like listening to these amazing references, and it's like really cool. So I like it. What kind of content do you make? Just anything in general.
I'm mostly based currently making game content. It's pretty much any kind of game you can guess, because I don't really like to stick to one game, and be more of the variety side.
Yeah.
I do have my moments where I focus on one game if there's a new update or a massive update.
Right.
And I'll play that game for a bit, and then I get bored. I move on.
No, that's super valid.
Like, I do like the kind of games I play on my stream are the games I enjoy playing. I will never play a game that I don't really enjoy, because that would affect my stream as well, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, I agree. If there's like, let's say you try a game and the moment you start playing it, it's just not for you, and you keep trying to play it just because someone else is, and you're just like bored. It's not fun. It's just like you're boring. Like this isn't gonna be interesting.
Yeah, it's definitely not fun. I do also plan to tap into ASMR in the future.
Ooh.
Only because people told me I have a really nice voice, and I should probably go into that.
You definitely could. I mean, I do some ASMR stuff on my channel, more so role-playing audio videos than anything, but honestly, it's very easy to record like a 5-minute audio of like a very soft voice and just being like, hey, you did a good job today. People love that. Plus, you have a naturally good voice. I think it's a very good voice for ASMR in general.
I'll keep that in mind. Thank you.
And also, you can look up scripts. Like, there are a bunch of people who do it on Twitter. Like, some of them are more NSFW leaning, but there are some creators who do obviously SFW for like Twitch and YouTube and stuff, and it's like some of them are really sweet, like comfort audios, or like, how are you doing today? Did you drink your water? Like, those are super sweet to do in my opinion. So
Yeah, I'll probably do both NSFW and SFW.
you could always make a Patreon and post all the NSFW there. And have like a really low tier after people start getting into it. I've been thinking about it myself, but personally, I don't know how comfortable I'd be at the moment. So it would be something I have to like genuinely think about, because that's a big leap for me personally, you know?
Yeah, that's understandable. Like, you need to make sure that you're comfortable with what you're doing.
That's the big thing in the content creation sphere, is making sure you're comfortable with what you're doing. Even if your viewers may enjoy it, you want to make sure that you're comfortable first, because if you're not comfortable, then the content isn't going to be good.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
Alrighty, so how many hours a week do you work?
That's okay. So I work a lot of hours, and I switch. So basically, I work in different shifts. So morning, afternoon, and night shifts. And I work 7 days in a row.
Jesus.
8 hours, so that's basically 56 hours a week.
What? What?
I work
My
a
man.
lot. But I have like 2 days rest after those.
Good, because I would be like, that is so much work. Holy crap.
Yeah, it's a lot of work. So basically, you would say 56 hours a week normally, but some weeks like the 2 days rest, so they move up. So some weeks are like, I need to use my brain for a minute.
What brain? We don't have a brain. We don't have brains on the weekend.
So yeah, some weeks are 40 hours, some weeks are 56 hours.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, it varies for certain people depending on your job.
Yeah, and because I also work this much, I have like, I work in a total year, I work as equally as much as a normal worker. But it just, well, if I just talk about my hours I work, you can't really see it, but I currently have a total of 64 days I can take off in a year, just to cover everything up.
I mean, that's a decent amount of days. I don't know what the average is, depending on your industry. I think it's different, but at least you get to, like, take days off, and they're not, like, jerks about it.
Yeah. Even though I don't always take all my days off, because I don't see a need to it.
I mean, that's valid. If you don't want to take a day off, you don't have to, because money is money, and we all need money. All right, so you don't currently go to school, but when you did, what did you study? Or what did you, like, learn? What was your major?
So in my high school. I think it's high school, right?
Probably. There's also college, if you're talking about college, maybe?
No, college is older than 18, right?
Yes.
Okay, high school is until 18, yeah.
Yes.
In high school, I was studying mechanics, and then I did a special year. Yeah, then I did a special year that was CNC, which is basically computer numerical control, which is basically sort of programming.
Oh, my brain. I don't do computers well.
And in college, I did 1 year of digital arts and entertainment.
Ooh, that's fancy.
Which was basically, it was normally supposed to be 3 years, but I did only 1 year because I decided to stop. Because I wasn't allowed to go into a dorm, so I had to go travel 8 hours a day.
Damn, 8 hours?
To go to there and come back, yeah, a total of 8 hours. And I was like, yeah, this is not, like, I can't do this, it's too much.
Why couldn't you live in a dorm, if you don't mind me asking?
I was not allowed by my parents.
Oh, damn. They didn't even let you get, like, an apartment closer at anything?
Nope.
Wow.
I had to travel there every single day.
Jesus.
And
the gas bill.
It was with the train, so.
Oh, wow. So that's probably why it was even longer. Probably my car was a little shorter if you could drive.
A little, yeah.
Wow.
But, yeah, I had a lot of fun. That one ignited my passion for programming, but I didn't finish it, so I just went to decided to just work.
Yeah. Would you ever go back and finish the degree that you started?
I would probably go back and just become a programmer at some point.
Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of online classes you can take, depending on where you're from. So you could probably try something online where you could do it on your spare time and take like 2 classes at a time and just work towards the degree itself.
We do have something at our workplace where they pay you to go to class. They go evening school.
So you might look into that.
So yeah, I'm looking into that and doing that.
That's awesome. I hope you do. I think that higher education is important within reason, depending on your major, but a lot of places will hire you if you also have an equal amount of experience, like either doing volunteer work or somewhere else and have like good references. So if you have a lot of volunteer work and stuff, they'll probably be like, whoa, you volunteered here, so like for like 500 hours and have all this experience and are already trained, we want you instead of that master's degree guy. They're not trained. Like
yeah, it's my work is pretty nice when it comes to these things, because HR, so my work is basically stated everywhere in the work because it's a big ass company. If I want to decide to oh wait, I want to travel, I want to live in America, for example. I can literally just ask my HR to find me a job in the same company in America.
Oh wow, that's so cool.
And they will help me move to there as well. It's like,
damn,
that's a really nice thing to have with my company.
Yeah, that is like an opportunity you do not get. So like, holy crap, that's awesome. A little jealous. Like, you can just go wherever the hell you want. They'll be like, okay, we'll move you here.
Yeah.
Alright, so without, giving too much away if you don't want to, what kind of job do you have?
I don't mind saying, the job. I can't really what I exactly do in my job, because that's
yeah, NDA.
Inside info. Yeah.
No, don't worry about it.
What I do is I do quality check on produced steel.
Oh, okay, that's cool. I'm just asking people what they do, because I'm always curious about it.
Which is also the reason why I have these hours.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because-
That's an important job.
Because you can't really say, yeah, let's stop steel production for a few hours.
Yeah, let's just stop this. Let's just. Yeah, that makes sense.
As far as I know, it is at least 2 weeks to stop one of the furnaces.
Jesus. 2 weeks? That's really
Yeah.
long. Holy shit.
I mean, there's a lot of process that has to go through it.
Yeah, that makes sense. I've always loved watching, like, when I was younger, how it's made. So that kind of stuff. It's just like, I was like, oh, that's so interesting. Because, like, you see all the machines and all the people, and it's like, whoa, that's so cool. All right. Next question. What is your dream job or profession?
My dream job would be programming.
Oh, wow.
'Cause I really like programming. Even now, I'm like working on my free time on programming, just learning it.
Mm-hmm.
And it would be an amazing thing to have it as a dream job.
Oh, yeah. So what do you particularly like about programming? Is it like gaming or like programming websites specifically?
Gaming, honestly.
So you want to make video games out of curiosity?
Yes. This is also tied into my studies I did in college. Digital arts and entertainment was for game development.
Yeah, that's awesome. So do you ever want to like just make a game with your friends on your own?
If it's possible, yes. And I'm currently working on my visual novel, which is also a game, which is also my lore. So eventually I will... It might still take a few years because there's a lot still to do.
Oh yeah, that makes so much sense. Literally,
But
there's a lot to learn.
yeah, but I plan to release it on Steam, probably as free, because I don't really want to get money from it.
Yeah, that's awesome. So, what kind of game would you be interested in making out of curiosity?
That's a good question. The kind of game I would like to make is probably the kind of games I really enjoy playing, which are strategy games.
Ooh, that's super fun.
And basically, yeah, it's yeah, I like those kind of games. Those are like really my type of games.
Yeah, that sounds
So
awesome.
like, because I like to use my brain at times. And it's also tied into the programming because I really like doing mathematics. Like my favorite subject.
Yeah, that's awesome. I don't particularly do strategy games well because I have a small brain and a smooth brain. But they're always interesting to like learn about and stuff.
They definitely are. But I wouldn't say I'm the best at it though. There are a lot of people way
That's
better.
so fair though. Alrighty, next question. How do you deal with managing surprises or maybe surprise shifts or things like that when it comes to streaming and content creation?
Well, with my job, I don't really have surprise shifts because every team has a certain amount of people. It can happen. I get called in if someone is sick, but I mostly decline that.
Yeah.
Because and also my job has a rule where
Yeah.
if you work 7 days, you're not allowed to go in the next day.
Yeah.
And there's also another rule that says you cannot work more than 11 hours a day.
Yeah.
So because it's really rare where they call you in for more hours or an extra day.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. I mean, they don't want you overworking yourself, like...
Yeah, that's definitely true. There's a lot of rules there.
Yeah. So basically, when you work, like they're saying that you can't work X amount of hours. So how long are your shifts typically? Then you said like you can't work more than 11 hours a day.
8 hours.
8 hours. Oh wow. Okay.
So you can only work 3 hours of overtime.
Oh wow. So yeah, that makes sense. And overtime is you get paid time and a half kind of thing, right?
Yeah, you get paid 3 hours of overtime, then you get 3 hours of overtime.
Right.
And if you use those overtime hours to stay at home, you also get paid those.
Yeah.
It's
It's a lot, huh?
they try to avoid the overtime.
Yeah, I can tell you that for a fact. No company wants to pay overtime ever.
Mm-hmm.
How do you balance your work and personal life on top of being a content creator?
I try to balance it as best as possible. I will never lack sleep over personal life or content creator, so I always make sure I have 8 hours of sleep each day. Otherwise, I would not be able to function.
Yeah. Wow.
Since my shifts are like this, I can't really do same hours stream every day. Normally people say you need to be consistent to get a good streamer value and stuff, but that's something I can't do because my work doesn't allow me to get consistent hours.
Yeah.
So
it's difficult. I've been trying really hard to keep consistent hours and stuff, 2-hour streams, 3-hour streams, but it's just hard with my school and lab times and work and people calling me, and it's like, well, I'm trying, I swear.
Yeah, you try. That's what you do.
Yeah, the amount of times I've canceled stream this week is like, I was out all day in the swamp. I think I'm gonna go take a nap instead of streaming.
Yeah, that's what happens when I work afternoon shifts. So I'm basically home at 11 p.m. then.
Yeah.
Normally I stream then when I get home, but there are times where I'm just like completely drained of work. I'm like, I'm just gonna sleep.
Yeah, literally. I think that there are like times where I'm just like, I'm looking at my thing, I'm looking at the start streaming, I was like, I can't do this. I'm gonna be an absolute raging asshole, so we're gonna not do that today.
Yeah. Yeah, most of my hours are like, at least in my morning shift and night shift, I do stream at like 4 p.m. until I have to sleep and go to work.
Yeah. I also feel like, you know, if you're not in a good mood, you're not like enjoying yourself, your chatters aren't gonna enjoy it.
Yeah, that's definitely true as well. And also I just focus on streaming right now. And because I work, I do earn money, obviously. And because of that, I'm able to shift things to other people. Like I've currently hired a team of editors to work under me so they can edit my videos and put it on YouTube and TikTok, because I have no time for that.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, with stuff for my YouTube, I don't normally have time for it, but when I have free time, I'll record like 5 or 6 videos at once, and then they'll just sit there, and I'll be clear for 5 weeks, so I do 1 video a week. As for shorts, it's anytime somebody clips something funny, I'll take that clip, make it into a short, and throw it onto YouTube. I use a website called Streamladder that just turns it into the vertical format, and then I just post that.
Oh yeah, I see.
Because like, I don't edit them, I'm just like, here you go.
I've been doing that as well with clips, like just push them on YouTube.
Yeah.
But I don't really understand the algorithm, so I just push it. I just push it on, put it online, and see what happens.
Yeah, honestly, I totally like. I'm like, you find it funny? Okay, maybe YouTube will too. Like, I don't have time to make shorts. If I had an editor or maybe was able to join a VTuber group or agency that could do that for me, then yay, you do all the editing for me and I don't have to do anything, but I don't have money for editors, so.
Yeah, it's how do you say this? It's quite a bit of work.
It is.
It took me a long time to find editors as well.
Yeah, especially because it's more so like you need to find someone who suits your style and also can do what you need them to, but also like without, you know, overworking them or not being able to pay them.
Yeah, that's definitely true. I don't like paying my artists.
Yeah. I would hate asking people stuff for free unless, like, they were like, I want to do this for you, like, after insisting. Even then, I'd be like, here's, like, one thing, and that's all I want. And they're like, no, give me more. And I'm like, no.
Yeah, but never ask something for free. And if they give me something for free, I'm like, wait, can I pay you?
Yeah, literally, I asked one of my friends who does animated emails, I was like, how much for this? And they went, free. I'm like, no, how much? And they're like, free. 20 minutes later comes back with it. I'm like, what the fuck, bro? I was gonna pay you.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, I have your Ko-Fi, suffer. And that was how that went. Alrighty, next question. What is something that you want to do but currently can't because you're working?
I want to stream consistently.
Yeah.
I really want to stream at the same time, same hours, so everyone is able to watch me or able to join, which I currently can't do because of work. But I try to make up with it on my off days, where I mostly stream a lot of hours, like sometimes 10 hours those days, if I'm possible to do so.
Yeah, I mean, for me personally, I know that a lot of streamers stream for like 12, 10 hour, 8 hour streams, and I'm over here like, I'm done after 2 or 3 hours. Like, I'm sorry, I don't have that much energy. I don't have the time. I just like, I can sit and play games on my own quietly because that's different. I'm not entertaining someone, but like, I need to entertain you, man. Like, I'm sorry, I can only do 2 or 3 hours, and then I need to go to bed.
Yeah, that's what with me as well. When I stream and I have work 2 to 3 hours, and then I can't really do more. But on off days, I can definitely do more, and I try to do that as well. There's also another thing that I try to do, which I can't do right now because of work. Collabs.
Ooh, yeah, hard.
I really like playing collabs. I know some people say you want to see, like, you want to talk with them first and maybe play offline first and see how you connect.
Yeah.
But I'm like, my train of thought is basically like, we play games, we all both love games. We're just gonna collab and see what happens. Sometimes it does happen, the collabs aren't going well, and that's fine, it can happen, but I generally want to just hang out, play games. But because of work, I can't do that, but when I'm off work, I can. Yeah. And I try to collab with people that are all over the world and just adjust my times to them instead.
Yeah, I feel that. Honestly, some of my friends are different time zones, so it makes it really difficult. Other people I know are like, oh, they would like to do something. It's like, well, they're in JST and I'm in EST, and that does not work. And then, basically, it's more so like, yo, it's so frustrating because also, like, sometimes I don't want to stream it. I just want to play with you, like, off stream. And then they're just like, but I want to stream. And it's like, well, I don't. I want to sit in my room alone with just you. Like.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's frustrating. And I totally get that. All right, next question. How often do you stream? Like days per week?
I try to stream at least 5 days a week, if that's possible, even though I have to work.
Yeah, makes sense.
But there's most, like, my schedule is mostly list of 5 days a week, but most of the time it's more like 3 to 4 days because there are days where I just get home. I just want to relax.
Yeah, I totally get that. And do you ever like some days do you ever just like cancel a stream, like be like, yo, I can't do this, like not today?
Yeah, that happens often. I just cancel it.
Yeah, that's honestly so valid. It happens to me a lot too. I was just like, you know what? I'm tired. Goodbye. So, you can see me tomorrow. There's YouTube videos to go watch. Like, I'm sorry, not today. In an ideal world, how many days a week would you like to stream, and how many hours?
In an ideal world, at least 5 days and probably 4 hours a stream. That would be like 20 hours a week of streaming.
Yeah, that's not bad, honestly. At all.
But that's an ideal world, and I don't think that's gonna happen anytime soon.
Yeah, no, I totally get that. Yeah, I mean, streaming is another job. I would say it's harder than like food service or something. Like, sorry, dealing with Karen's a little harder than sitting and doing other stuff. But I'm not, you know, putting people down who do content creation. They do a lot of work and effort to make their channels grow. So yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. You continue.
Yeah. There's also like people seem to underestimate it because there's a lot of work being put into it. And that's also why I feel like when it comes to VTubers, I've noticed a lot of people seem to graduate because I feel like they are underestimating how much time and effort you need to actually put into it.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't realize how much money it costs to make these models, and then they pay for these models and go, "Well, I just spent $1,500 on this model," and then they quit. It's like,
yeah. So this model you see right now has cost me $2,000.
wow.
I think.
Yeah, I mean, it's stunning. So yeah, I can see why.
And the model that is incoming is more like to the $4,000.
Jesus, I am very lucky, and I actually won this model in a raffle. And I paid extra for new outfit toggles, new toggles, and stuff like that. Like after the raffle was over, and I also am getting new facial expressions as well because I want to add on to the model. And yeah, a lot of people do get scammed by GFX bots as well. There's a lot of the people like, "Hi, do you want some art?" And like, no.
I hate those. It's like the GFX bots have forced me to actually close my DMs and only allow DMs from people that I actually follow.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I personally have them on request only, so if I see someone that goes, "Hey," I'll be like, block. Sorry.
Yeah, you don't start off as hey.
Like just say what you need. Say what you need. Like I'm not gonna answer you. Like that's not happening type of thing. So.
Yep.
And I also only stick to a select few of artists unless they've been highly recommended to me, because I got scammed and I was like, I don't trust anybody else. Like.
Oh yeah, that's unfortunate. I've been told by people that I need to branch out to other artists, but I've been working with the same artist for 2 years now, who's also my art mom. And I literally just keep on commissioning her because we have like a really close band at this point because of 2 years working together. She knows what I want. Like every time I send something to her for art, she basically knows what I'm talking about and actually is able to create what I want, which is really nice.
Yeah.
And I'm currently at the point where I basically have art filed up again for the wall next year.
Oh wow.
So she's like my go-to artist, which is really nice. I do have started looking for other artists that I can trust after doing some research as well.
I can also recommend a few that I've worked with, and they always get me stuff on time, or at least within a reasonable time, or keep you updated, and they haven't scammed me in the past 2 years I've worked with them. So if you like those after stream, I can always give their Discord or their Twitter.
Yeah, that's fine as well. There is also one thing I want to say. There are people that I can understand that artists can't meet their time, right? And every time I see a drama involving artists, I'm like, just solve it in DMs.
Yeah.
Like, do not expose. You're just gonna make it worse. And I have an artist where she has IRL issues, right? And she's not been able to work on the commission. I started in May. So I started paying it for March. It's completely fully paid. It's not finished yet because she has IRL issues, but she keeps in contact with me. I know what's going on with her, and I'm like, take your time, just make sure you're healthy again.
Yeah.
And
I respect you so much for that. The only thing I have is if you're having an issue IRL, tell the person that you're doing art for. That is it.
Yeah.
I'll just communicate. Like every few weeks, be like, hey, I'm still sick, or hey, I'm still going through a lot. If you'd like your money back, I can give it back to you. Like, that's it. It's very simple, and I agree with you. If you're having drama with another artist, don't just like blast them on Twitter. It looks so inappropriate. Unless they've blocked you, it's been like 3 years or something, you're not getting the art, and just say, hey, this is what happened. They're scamming me. Don't commission them. Just a warning. Be polite about it. Like, that's the only thing you should really be doing so other people don't get scammed. Not, they didn't communicate or whatever. Like, do that in DMs? Like, it's not that hard. It's just, it's just like, that's why I don't look at Twitter half the time. I'm just like, okay.
If I see drama, I literally just click on the 3 dots and say, this is not interested. I don't want to see this.
Or if it's a person that I follow and I'm like, I'll just mute your account for like 3 days, and then when you're done with that, I'll unmute you.
It depends on how big the thing is.
Yeah.
Like, there's also the thing, if I see people causing drama, I just remove them. I don't want to follow them.
Yeah, a lot of the times there are accounts I end up following because they look really cool, and then all they do is post about like drama, and I'm like, I don't really want to see this anymore. Sorry.
Yeah. So it doesn't help with Twitter, because how Twitter works is the longer your post is, the more time people read it, the more engagement you get, because it all takes that into factor, and it's like, yeah, no.
Yeah.
It's stupid.
There's just, honestly, it's like, if you're kind of like on Twitter, you should be at least slightly, like, respectful and English, please. Professional. Native English speaker here. Like, I don't mess up my words.
That's fine, don't worry.
Yeah, but if you're like especially partnered by a brand, you should also have some sort of professionalism on your account. You could have like a separate account for like venting and ranting, and that's perfectly valid. But like, also, if you're a content creator, you need to understand that how content creation works is I don't want to see you complaining about every little thing every 5 seconds, and if you do, I'm gonna unfollow you because that's not what I'm here for, and most people don't want to hear it either. It's just how it is.
That's definitely how it is.
I'm not putting people down. People should have emotions. People should be able to post every once in a while, like, hey, I'm having a really rough day. Can I get some love? But, like, every single day, every hour, like, then I'm like, okay, I've had enough.
Yeah, that's completely understandable, to be honest.
Yeah. Alright, let's, next question. If you had the opportunity to, would you want to become a full-time creator and leave your current job?
If I had the opportunity, I would definitely become a full-time content creator, but I would probably only do that when I start earning more than what I earn right now in my job. Because at the moment I can do all these things because of my job, and I earn quite well. And for me as a content creator to get there, I would have to be very famous, at least.
I totally get that.
I don't mind saying how much I earn in a month. It's close to the $4,000 mark, which is a lot. Which is also the reason why I can all do this. And it would take a lot of effort for to actually switch over.
Yeah, I totally get that, especially when it comes to, like, just streaming on Twitch is not enough. You have to be on other platforms to make money. I've been doing YouTube for 3 years, never hit partnership there or monetization. I recently, it's been a year and like 4 months since I hit Twitch affiliate, and even then, I never ask people for money. I never ask people to subscribe to me. I never ask people to give me their bits, whatever. Like, I barely make the bare minimum. That's even if I do. And when it takes like 3 months for me to hit that threshold. So, like, it's hard making money doing content creation. And I get why, because it's just really difficult. But to switch over from a job, let's say that you're making like that much money a month, to something where you're making way less, it's just sometimes not possible.
Yeah, I would not be able to survive a month.
Yeah, nope. I have too many expenses, too many bills, like, there's no way. So yeah, I totally get that. What is the ideal form of content you would like to make as a content creator?
Oh, ideal form of content. I mean, I would obviously like to play games with a lot of people and vibe around with people. And I would also like to be a content creator that allows others that aren't my love to be able to join the VTuber sphere, to help them out with stuff what I do. I can't just say now. I was gonna keep it until the end of the stream, but I'll say it now. I always do yearly VTuber giveaways.
Oh, I saw that post on Twitter earlier.
It's something I want to do for VTubers that are not well off, or for other VTubers that I just want to join. The last year it was just the model art or the rig that I did, but now I included everything. And like the prize pool is like $1,000. Wow. For it. It should allow people to get stuff if they want to. So I know it will not make everyone happy, especially not when someone big wins. I try to avoid to let someone big win.
Yeah.
No.
I feel like if they already have a model and rig at the moment, you should try, for someone who doesn't have one or is using maybe a self-made viewer model or just a PNG doer, which obviously that is I'm going to say this right now, and this is not like me, like, whatever, like, that is the kindest thing anyone can do when it comes to content creation like that. That is so sweet of you to do. Like, you should be really proud of yourself. That is just really nice. Like, you're giving away so much. That's like so much. That's like, I want to do that when I get a little more money myself, is go to a specific artist and be like, hey, how much for just the art, maybe? Because I can't really afford art and rig. But if the art's like $100-something, then maybe I can afford that and be like, hey, I'm giving away free model art from this artist, and basically this is what you can get with it, and do something like that. But that's like super sweet of you, and I'll definitely be, when that post comes out, liking, retweeting, and boosting the hell out of it, because that's super nice.
Yeah, I think last year I had 400 entries.
Jesus,
And
that's awesome.
I expect to have more entries this year.
Oh, absolutely, especially with, your following on Twitter and how Twitter boosts raffles like that. It's
I might. It sounds maybe crazy, but I might actually pay Twitter to get a higher view on it, so more people end up noticing it.
Yeah, I totally understand that. That's so cool. That is an incredible type of raffle to do, and I genuinely appreciate people like you.
I do plan to, if I'm able to, like if VTuber goes well, I do plan to increase the prize pools as well.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. I love that. I feel like that could be like incentive too for people to like, follow your Twitch, follow your YouTube, and like boost other stuff too. That's why it's a really good incentive. Plus, like, that's incredible. That's awesome.
The only downside is I do not like people have, if they do raffles, they say follow and stuff.
Yeah,
but I'm like, I don't really like doing that, so I just don't put that, because if people want to follow you, they will follow you.
Yeah. I normally, if I'm spending money on something and I'm not asking for anything in return, I do ask for a little bit of like support, just so that other people can see the tweet and maybe like follow my Twitch. It's like an incentive there. But like, I'm not asking them to like subscribe or give me money. Like, it's like, I'm spending $1,000 on you. Could you at least boost this and maybe follow my Twitch? Like, it would help me out. Like, that's it. Like, that's a lot of money to spend on someone. The least they can do is do something that's free. And if they don't like it, they can always unfollow later. But I do understand the reasoning also to have more follows, because if you get more follows from that tweet, it'll boost it more, because that's how Twitter works. So
yeah,
that's why some people have the rules being like, follow me, because then it boosts this tweet, and that's totally understandable.
Yeah, but I still don't like doing it.
No, I know, and that's super valid. It's more so like it's boosting the algorithm. It's trying to help more people see it.
Definitely.
Now, what I don't like is people who consistently do raffle after raffle, and it's very clear they're follow fishing.
Oh, yeah, and I don't like people just joining raffles either.
Yeah, the amount of like accounts that are just raffle accounts is. Whew.
If I see that, I just ignore it.
Yeah, you remove them from the pool. Sorry, buddy, you're just the raffle account. That's why a lot of the raffles I see that are legitimate, they're like no follow account, like raffle accounts. Like, you must be a legitimate account that's like doing other stuff. Like, I get you want to win these raffles, but you ain't gonna do it on Twitter, honey.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, I'm always like definitely like trying to support other people. Like, if I see a debut post, I'm retweeting and liking it. If I see something else, like, I'm trying to boost it for them, because that's what people did for me when I debuted, so why the hell not,
Yeah, that's definitely true.
So yeah, I mean, that's super awesome of you, and like I said, I'll definitely be boosting it. I have my own model and stuff, so I'm not going to be obviously entering, but I'm definitely going to boost the hell out of it for other people to see, because that's a huge opportunity for a lot of content creators.
I try my best.
So the next question is there any advice you'd give to yourself from when you started out, either as when you started before you were a VTuber or when you started as a VTuber? Would you like go back in time and tell yourself something different?
I would probably tell myself to take it easy and take your time, because at the start of when I started out, I was really looking at numbers, and it took me a while to get past that, because it pushed me more down into like depression and stuff. Because you should never look at your numbers
Mm-hmm.
And you should also never look at someone else's numbers if you want to reach out. Reach out.
The amount of times I've reached out to bigger creators and unfortunately I've been ignored is something that happens a lot. But I reached out to you and you're much bigger than me and I'm like, hi, let's collab. And that was how that
went. Yeah, that also happens that bigger creators don't respond. But you have to think it also this way. Sometimes they don't want to respond because you're a small creator. Or sometimes they don't respond because they really got flooded by DMs and stuff.
Oh, absolutely. And I think a lot of the other things is, unfortunately, there are smaller creators who think that they can just get into one big collab and they'll blow up. And that's not how it works.
That's definitely not how it works. Like,
no.
Do not, for the love of God, do not join collabs because you want to get a glow up. That's definitely not happening.
Yeah, that is unfortunate for some people as well. Like for my talk show, unfortunately, a few people who applied definitely were there for the clout and not for the actual show. And the point of this show is I don't care about the views. I don't care who shows up to this. I would love more people to see it, but my goal is to talk about you, like talk about creators like you who are working their asses off IRL to make awesome content online as well. That's why I want to promote this so much. It's not, I don't like want a bajillion followers from this. I don't expect to get like 500 people a stream. Like, I'm here to support the creators who have to work IRL to make content happen. So that's why I ask people, why do you want to be on the show? And they're like, well, and then I'm like, well, then you can't be on the show because if you're just here for the clout, oh, sorry, I don't want you on my show. I want people here who legitimately are interested in telling people about their experiences.
Yeah, that's completely understandable.
And is there any other advice other than looking at the numbers that you'd want to give your younger self, I guess?
My younger self.
Like when you started out streaming.
I would say don't be stupid.
Don't be stupid!
I've made stupid mistakes in the past as a normal streamer or before VTubing.
Oh yeah, I think everyone makes dumb mistakes before they actually get into things.
And some of them are regrettable, but if they happen, look forward and keep it in mind, look forward and improve yourself.
Exactly. I have a lot of struggles sometimes with when it comes to boundaries and other things like that. I've been working on it, but sometimes people don't tell me them or don't understand them. And when I break one, I want people to tell me that I did something wrong because sometimes I don't understand that. That is one of my learning disabilities. So, like, I'm, like, always trying to improve myself. And there's a lot of things I did, like, 2-3 years ago, and I just go, ooh, side eye. But, like you said, the only thing you could do is continue and improve. And I really like the way you said that.
Thank you.
Okay. Is there any advice you want to give anybody out there who's listening or is just starting out as well in content creation in general?
This is a difficult one. I can say one thing about VTubing though. If you're starting out of VTubing, don't immediately go for a big model. Just start out as a PNG tuber, which is a small PNG, and actually check out if you actually liked it doing it or not. Because that's also what I did, something that I kind of regret, going straight into a model without having a PNG at all, PNG tuber at all. It's something I regret, but I soon realized I didn't like the content, so that worked out for me. Yes, but yeah, it's definitely the best thing to start out as small, like something small, and see if you like doing it. Instead of big numbers of spending. And also having a good model doesn't always, it's not going to help you with success though. It's like how you use the model, what matters.
Yeah, you can't just stand there like and not move like for like the entire stream. You gotta like move around. I started with no camera back in 2020, and then I stopped for a bit because of college, and then I had a PNG tuber, which was just me in a hoodie with my logo on it. And then I moved on to like my more fey form, and then I got an actual model, and I think that it was a very humbling experience because you're not gonna get. Sure, my views kind of shot up when I had a model, but they've been like, you know, I mean, you gotta be consistent, you gotta grow, and like, I think that it's a humbling experience to start with a PNG tuber or hell nothing at all. Like it's very there's a lot to learn before going to a model, and if you don't like it, then good, you didn't spend any money. Like, that's it. Like, you don't like streaming? Great. Like, you don't have to keep doing it. You didn't spend like $500 or something, you know?
Yeah, definitely true. I'm still at the point where I'm still have to learn things because I still have to learn to be more interactive in my chat. I am very interactive in my chat during streams, but I still need to learn to use my toggles like smiling, crying and stuff while I'm talking and stuff. It's like still an aspect I need to get better at, but I'm improving.
I mean, I struggle with my toggles too. The amount of times I may or may not have by accidentally revealed my new model toggles was a little oopsies. I pressed the wrong button. So I'm still learning, and my mask makes it easier because, like, you know. And then if you ever want like point redeems for certain like toggles, you can actually use Mix It Up. It's free. It just does it for you.
Oh yeah, that's true.
That's super cool. Like, it doesn't take too long to set up, and like, so there's certain hotkeys I can run. Like, if I press 5 on my numpad, it takes off my mask for 5 minutes. If I press 4, it takes off my coat for 5 minutes. Like, stuff like that's really useful to learn, I feel like, for VTubers. So yeah. Last question. Is there any projects you're working on, or something you're extremely proud of, or anything at all that you want to talk about before we open up to questions?
Okay, there's a few things I'm working on. I don't know if some people have seen it or not. There are 3 things I'm currently working on. One is the VTuber giveaway, which is gonna start on the 1st of November and will end on Christmas, because it's basically a Christmas giveaway.
Right.
I might reduce the amount because I think it's 1.5 months is still a long time.
Yeah.
I'm still considering that.
Yeah, that's a little long. I think maybe either, depending on the type of raffle, 2 weeks to a month is the longest it should be open. I would say, honestly, for this big of a raffle, you're gonna get a lot of hype at the start. I would do 2 weeks, not 2 months. God, that's way too long.
2 months, 2 months.
2 weeks maybe, and then if it seems like there's a lot of people still joining at the end, say maybe host like put a little poll and say, would you guys like me to extend it by a week? And then if they say no, then just end the raffle. And then if they say yes, extend it by a week, and then just end it there, and then that would be the end of it.
Yeah, that's definitely true. Second thing I'm working on is a new model.
Ooh, I saw it. It looks so good.
She is, if it's not gonna be teased earlier because of a subathon I'm doing next month.
Ooh.
But normally I'm gonna start teasing her starting 6th of November.
Ooh.
Which is like lore stuff that's gonna be teased, and then eventually reveal her in December. So I'm just gonna try to collect as much hype as possible every week before she actually comes out.
Yeah, honestly, that's so valid.
And
that's so cool.
But I'm still going to like keep things a secret. Like, one outfit is going to be completely secret that I'm not going to show until her actual debut.
Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome. I totally love that, and I'm excited to see it. So, are you gonna like make a video on your YouTube, maybe, or something?
I don't know yet. I could probably make a video on the YouTube because I mean I'm excited for the model. She's
Yeah, no, I'm excited for the model for you. Look, I'm a gay man, but I can still properly simp for you know.
But you've only seen one outfit though.
I know, but that doesn't mean I can't just go. Yeah,
True.
that's a fine.
True. And lastly is I'm having a subathon next month, starting next month.
That's awesome.
It's mostly because I'm moving out to a new place and I want to celebrate that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's I can't really say much yet because I want to keep the goals a secret.
Yeah, no, that.
But as far as my friends told me, the goals are very interesting and tempting.
Ooh.
So
That sounds awesome. So I genuinely hope that goes well for you. I really do.
Thank you.
So yeah, that is the end of our questions list. So at this time, obviously, thank you so much, Ez, for shouting out Zycash in the chat. Hello, everybody. So this is where I'm going to address everybody. Thank you so much for that follow, Senchi. If you guys have any questions for the lovely Zycash, within reason, he can say no to anything he wants to. Go ahead and ask away. And yeah, so go ahead. I open the chat to everyone else. Also, Zycash, the delay is real on Twitch.
Oh yeah, don't
if
worry.
there's a specific person at the end of the stream you'd like to read out to that is live on your end, you can send me their link. Otherwise, I have someone I can read. It's up to you.
It's fine. You can probably rate someone of your end. I don't mind, to be honest.
Yeah, okay. Arco, thank you so much for that follow as well. No, as I... No. No. Hydrate, I will hydrate. I already drank.
I love how Jug is like hydrate.
Just like, hydrate.
I'll hydrate as well.
I mean, no, as the answer is no. No.
I'm curious about this sexy voice though. Sexiest voice.
They're asking you to do it to me.
Oh.
That's why I'm like...
Wait.
That's why I'm like...
Oh. Wait. I can do that, yeah.
Oh no. It's only if you're comfortable. I'm just gonna die over here in the corner.
Wait.
Oh no.
Sexiest voice, I don't know if I can do that actually. I don't really know what I have to consider about a sexiest voice, but...
Either. Nobody clip this. Shush, all of you shush.
You're such a good raindrop.
I'm so red right now. What the fuck? No. I'm okay.
I hope you're okay.
I'm okay. Leave me alone. This is bullying. I'm being bullied. Any other legitimate questions? No, good. So I can go die in a corner now.
I'm sorry.
No, don't apologize. It was great. I'm just really red right now.
It is, that's basically my ASMR voice.
It's a good ASMR voice. My voice cracking in the background. Oh, shut up, Ez. We know you're not sorry. Alright, well, I'm sorry. I need to compose myself.
No worries, take your time.
Thank you so much for being on the show. This is a wonderful episode. I am going to switch over to my ending stream. Please go check out Zykesh. I'm gonna give him another shout out.
Thank you for having me. I had
Of
a lot of fun
course.
answering these questions.
And I love hearing everyone's different opinions because so many content creators who do different jobs, and it's so interesting to hear the different jobs, like from metalworker to computer scientist to like every other job under the sun. It's so interesting to see who decided to take up the mantle as a content creator. So thank you so much for being on my show.
Thank you as well.
Okay, I'm gonna switch over to my ending stream, and of course, thank you all so much for coming. When will you be live next? So everyone knows. Ooh, okay, so make sure to go check out Kesh tonight. Whatever time zone you're in? Question mark? Okay, so yeah, go check out Kesh tonight. I'll probably be around. I'll be at work, sitting at a desk, babysitting children, so that'll be fun. Alright, so we are gonna raid out, and thank you so much. Oh, okay. I'll raid. I only have 2 people live right now. We'll raid Z. She's doing a subathon right now. Alright, bye everyone!